Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my recent favorites and actually some fails this month. I usually don't share with you products I dislike, but since I've been running into some dislikes last month, I thought like, why not just share them with you as well at the end of the video. So let's start off with a positive vibe. And I will show you all of my favorites from the last couple of weeks. So first of all, I have 3 NYX Cosmetics items, and I have bought all of these myself. I'm not sponsored in any way. I actually wanted to put this out there right now because I've been asked if I'm sponsored by certain brands and I'm not. Of course, it's also always really welcome if companies want to sponsor me and stuff. But in this video, all the items I will share with you I bought myself. So first of all, I have 3 NYX Cosmetics items, and the first one I wanted to share with you today is actually one I'm wearing today, and it is the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade in the blonde color, and I have been using this for a little while now. It actually matches my hair really well, and I have read some articles and reviews about it, and some are actually really negative, that they need a lot of product or that the pigmentation is off and stuff like that. But I actually don't see any issues or have any issues or problems with this specific brow pomade. So if you're somewhat on the lighter blonde, so medium blonde, such as I am, I'm like a medium blonde girl, this one I would really recommend. And I think I only paid like, I think it was 6 or 7 euros or something. It wasn't really that bad. And I also heard some people complaining about that it doesn't have a lot of product in one container, but it contains 5 grams, 0.18 ounces. But I have used this for quite a while, and I just got a little bit of a dent in here, so it's not really, I don't feel like you have to use much, especially when you have really light colored brows such as I have. You really don't need much, and I have to say it stays put really well. I don't even use a brow gel anymore since I've been using this one, so I like it. At least someone does. Then I've also been loving the NYX glitter primer, and it looks like this. It actually has a holographic like little coating on the tube, and it's just, I love it. A little bit goes a very long way, and I think I bought this one for a few euros as well. It's really not that expensive. I have to say that NYX Cosmetics has always been one of my favorite brands, especially the budget-proof ones. It's a little bit more on the pricier side than Essence Cosmetics or Catrice Cosmetics, but NYX is actually really affordable. And this one, the glitter primer, I just use it if I want to add a little bit of glitter, like in the inner corner, or when I do a glittery cut crease eye look. But you can actually also use this on your lips if you want to make a super glittery lip look. So I really like it, and the packaging is kind of cute, so I'm a sucker for holo. Then the last NYX product is actually a holographic glitter one, and it's this one. It's the Face and Body Glitter Brilliance blah blah in the color, I think, Glee 06, like Glee from Glitter, GLI, and it has a little filter thingy in there, so that's kind of cool. I usually just tap a little bit in the lid and then just pick it up with a brush and put it on the glitter primer. And I really like this. You can actually also use this on your nails if you want to, but it's also eye and just skin safe, so you can just use it all over the place. Then let me see, a lip product I've been loving. I'm actually wearing it today again. I think I wore this in my previous video as well, and this is the Essence Matte Long Lasting Lip Gloss in the color 02 Beauty Approved, and it's a super pretty nudish brown peachy color, and I think it really suits like my personal taste. The substance is really like a fluffy, moussey-ish substance, and it does give a matte finish, but it doesn't dry out completely. I don't feel like my lips get dehydrated or in any form by this lip product, and I really like it. And you actually get 5 milliliters for, I think I paid like €2.89 or something for this. It was under €3, and it is still in the current complete assortment, so you can still find this one. Then just 3 more likes, or like favorites, I wanted to share with you. And the first is one polish by China Glaze, and it is Twinkle Twinkle Little Starfish. I actually used this one in one of my more recent nail posts I added on my blog and Instagram. I used this one for a mermaid inspired nail art. As you can see, I'm actually not wearing any nail polish today, and I had to cut my nails really much. I actually broke my middle fingernail completely off last Friday when I was playing basketball, so yeah, I had to shorten them all a bit. But I have to say, they will grow back eventually. I just feel a little bit like I miss my long nails already, but they're still kind of long. I can still like scratch if I want to. But this polish is just super pretty. It's like a sea-ish green color with pretty golden and green and silver sparkles, and it's really beautiful on top of a teal, like a bluish green sea color. And I think I paid like €6 for this one. And then something which is actually not in its original container, but this is a brush cleaner, and I got this one at Hema, and Hema is a Dutch store, but it's actually known worldwide at the moment. And in the original brush cleaner, I think you get 250 to 300 milliliters for €3 or €4. And I actually always put it in a little container like this, so you can just spritz it on your brush if you have to clean it real quickly, and just wipe it off on a old cloth or a towel or something. And I really like this stuff. It has a great smell, it dries up really fast, and it cleans perfectly. If you need to like clean just a few brushes and you don't want to wash intensely or thoroughly, you can just use this one just once or twice and then wash your brushes completely. I wouldn't recommend using this on brushes you use on clients, because I think it is more sanitary to just wash your brushes in between every client if you work with other people. If you work on yourself, of course, you have to stay clean and make sure your brushes won't have like infection stuff or fungus, or I don't know. I've never had anything like that because I wash my brushes a lot. And I have to say, I actually did get some kind of skin infection / eczema because I used to model a lot, and some makeup artist actually used a brush on me which wasn't clean, and then I got an eczema like reaction to it, and I got all like little red bumps and stuff like that. So just please make sure your brushes are clean when you work with models or clients or anything. And if you just want a quick fix, or you're only using your brushes on yourself, you can once in a while use this one and just clean it thoroughly the next time. And then my last favorite is actually one I'm also wearing today. I'm using a lot of favorite products recently, and that is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I think everyone and his mama has heard about this, but it still is one of my favorite palettes at the moment. For today, let's see, I actually used 2 shades from this palette and one from, let me see, I think it was the After Dark palette I used today. I actually can't remember. But for this look I used the color White Peach and Luscious. and this is White Peach, and this is Luscious. So that's like the lighter part of my eye look today, and I also used it to highlight underneath the brow. And that were actually all of my favorites. So now there are 2 items I really have to say I dislike. I don't really hate them, but I wouldn't recommend them either. And the first one is one by a limited edition, so actually that's a good thing, so it's not available anymore. But if you have it, I have to say my experience is just really bad, and it is the NYX Cosmetics Blossom Dream water-based top coat. And it actually has to work really well with like chrome powders and stuff like that. And last week, before I broke my nails and had to cut them all down, I actually used holographic chrome powder for my nails, and I was like, oh cool, so now I can just try this base coat out, because that has been waiting a while before I actually worked with some of these holographic or chrome powders for your nails. So I put this on top, and right away my chrome powder just cracked. It cracked, it came off of my tips, it came off of all of the edges around my nails, and it just really fucked up, beep, I'm sorry for my language, but it really messed up my manicure. And I got so bummed out, and I didn't have time left to like do my nails again. And the chrome powder, I didn't want to waste any more chrome powder, or like the holo chrome powder. I was like, no, not my holo powder. And it just gave a really weird cloudy like filter to it. It wasn't good. And I tried to save it with one of my favorite top coats, which is the Cuccio 7 seconds top coat. It dries really fast and it's just great. That actually saved it a little bit, but I still had some cracks and just some tip wear like right away. I didn't even wear it for like a minute, and I already could see just the chrome powder, the holo powder coming off of my nails. So that really sucked. Even though I got it for like €1 in sale, please skip it if you can find it. I don't know if it works well with the essence powders, but with the official like chrome powders, it really sucked. I'm sorry. And then I have one more nail polish, which is actually a China Glaze one, and I didn't read any reviews when I bought this one, because you might have seen one of my recent nail polish hauls in which I only bought a bunch of China Glaze polishes, and this one was one of them. Just like this pretty shimmery one I just showed you as one of my favorites. But the one I really dislike is Partridge in a Palm Tree. And the color is so beautiful, and that's like the sad part about it, because the polish itself, like the color, the substance is gorgeous, but this one actually cracks. It's not officially like one of those cracking polishes you had like a few years ago, but it doesn't even matter how thick or how thin you apply this one. When it dries up completely matte, and for some reason it gives little cracks in your polish. So your manicure is completely ruined if you wanted a beautiful, opaque, just smooth layer. So that kind of sucked. And I found that out, or I found out about the cracking thing when I actually was using this polish as well for my mermaid nail art. So I had to switch polishes. And I used another China Glaze one, which was kind of the same color, but just a little different. But it's just so sad, because it is a super pretty color, but it just cracked while drying, and I was like, what is happening here? But I did read some other reviews and stuff about it, and some people actually had the same problem, so it's not my fault it didn't work. But yeah, it's still kind of sad because the color is really pretty, so maybe this polish will be used for like water marble or maybe some sponging techniques. Maybe it will work if I use it like that, but just as a normal nail polish, it was a big thumbs down. So that were actually all my favorites and some dislikes this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new, please subscribe, it's highly appreciated. If there are any videos you would like to see me do, please let me know in the comments down below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.